Sam's father is very worried. Sam was supposed to spend the weekend with his parents at their home in Anaheim Hills. He didn't show up.
He thought it was weird, so Steve went to Sam's apartment and had a key, so he let himself in.
I walked in, and everything was neat, everything was clean. And then I walked into the bedroom, and that's when I saw a body, a large amount of blood. I immediately called 911.
Costa Mesa 911.
There's a body in my son's apartment.
There's a what?
A body, a dead body.
A dead body?
You walk into his apartment.
Correct.
And there's a dead woman there.
Correct.
What's going through your mind?
The initial thought is, Sam, what happened? What did you do?
Like there's been some sexual activity. She's dead. There's blood from her head.
There was blood from her head?
Yeah. Honey, I don't know what to say.
Do you know where your son is?
No, I don't. I don't.
City of Costa Mesa, typically we get 1 or 2 homicides a year. So it was unusual.
Immediately as you walk in, I mean, you could tell it was a bachelor type apartment. It was a clean apartment. There was no signs that there may have been a struggle or maybe a fight that had gone on or a party.
There's a barbecue grill on the patio. There are empty beer bottles. It looks like a pretty tidy bachelor pad. And on the countertop in the kitchen is an invitation to a wedding. It's between Daniel Wozniak and his fiancée, Rachel Buffett, both actors in the community.
Then the bedroom, which begins to look a little suspicious. On the bedside table, there's an unused knife, and there's a couple of books. One of them, a combat how-to. Another, The Wonders of Sex. But then when you turn to the bed, a horrendous sight.
Our victim was deceased, laying partially on the bed and then kneeling on the floor. She had her pants pulled down and lower portion of her body was exposed.
Investigators quickly learn who she is. Her purse is in the kitchen. They find out that she is Julie Kibuishi.
I was thinking a potential love triangle.
And what was the condition of her body?
She had one gunshot wound, kind of top center of the head. She was wearing a tiara.
The saddest part is that she was still wearing the tiara that her brother's fiancé had given her.
Giving the death notification to Julie's parents, that probably sticks with me the most all these years since the case.
I don't remember the detail, but I only remember that I screamed like it's not her. I was screaming like it's not her, it's not my daughter, I'm sorry, but it's not my daughter. And just, you know. And then they said, they found her ID. And after that, I don't remember. I just lost it.
I can still see it very vividly in my brain. She just fell to the ground and was very emotional.
Today was a fairy tale, you were the prince. I used to be a damsel in distress.
Suddenly, they start hearing a Taylor Swift tune. And it's actually a ringtone on Julie's phone. Then they start reading texts, and those texts are helping them build a portrait of what might be going on.
Sam texts that he's helping his downstairs neighbor, Dan Wozniak. He's his buddy who's getting married but can't afford it.
Helping Dan, then headed to Folks for weekend.
But just a couple of hours later, Sam's tone changes drastically. This seems like a man in trouble, a man on the edge.
Can you come over tonight at midnight alone? Very upset, need to talk.
She starts getting these texts from Sam's number, that something was wrong, that something was going on that he needed to discuss with her.
I'm hurting with some bad family crap. I can't be alone. No sex.
I'm here for you, like family.
And it's not just phone text. Police find a vile, handwritten message right on Julie's body.
Julie had some writing on the back of her shirt. It said, "All yours, you."
We looked at the phone and thought, okay, maybe he's drinking, using drugs, and there was an incident, and he just snapped and sexually assaulted her and wound up killing her and then fled.
It's pretty cut and dry. It sounds like the girl's dad, the boyfriend did it, let's go find him.
The victim was just 23 years old. Her boyfriend is now missing.
He hasn't been seen since last week. Neighbors say his bicycle sits outside his apartment, but his vehicle is gone.
His passport was missing. His car was missing. I'm looking at everything going, come on, guys, this is obvious. You're going to find Sam. He's going to be our killer.
When they did a background check on Sam, they realized that he had been on trial for murder, but had been acquitted.
He's been in big trouble before. He was arrested for murder. He was tried for murder.
A murder charge points to Sam.
Squarely, absolutely, with a neon sign.
Apparently, he was accused of leading a friend to an area where gang members then shot that friend, but Sam was never convicted.
We thought, okay, if he has this, he's predisposed, and maybe he did it again.
They put out an all-points bulletin saying he is armed and dangerous. They are on the hunt for him. They believe they have a killer on the loose.
Now, Costa Mesa police have released a photo and vehicle description hoping to locate a 26-year-old man suspected of killing his 23-year-old girlfriend.
Obviously, there's a dead woman in my son's apartment, and he's missing. I get it. All the suspicions are going to be on him.
Police are asking for your help in finding him.
Sam is a real challenge for police. Remember, he's a combat veteran who outwitted the Taliban, and now he's on the loose. Scary because he's a vet who's suffering from flashback memories.
PTSD is very much in the back of our minds.
So you knew he knew how to use a weapon?
Correct. And that's why the armed and dangerous comes in, where he's missing and there's a possibility that he has weapons with him.
So everything that you heard about him pointed to Sam as being the guy?
There's absolutely no way that it was not Sam.
I was shocked when I heard about it. The guy was really nice.
Investigators, as investigators do, begin to talk to everybody Sam Herr knows, including Dan Wozniak and Rachel Buffett. Those neighbors, the actors who they partied with at the pool.
Daniel tells me that he was with Sam before he went missing, and he was with another unknown subject wearing a black hat.
Rachel told them the same thing, that Sam had come downstairs to their apartment and that he had left with this guy that she had never seen before. He was wearing a hat.
The more I'm thinking, this is not Sam. Sam wouldn't do this.
Sam's father, Steve, is doing his own investigation. He knows that his son is not a murderer. He wants to get to the bottom of things.
This is your investigative box.
This is pretty much the investigative box.
Sam had amassed a savings of about $62,000. Now, his father had access to his bank account. Sam's father notices, wait a minute, there's actually activity on this account from a bank very nearby.
I went on the computer and I saw there was activity. So I assumed if Sam were, somebody was using it in Long Beach.
Long Beach is a little north of Costa Mesa, about half an hour away.
Steve goes and starts looking for Sam himself. He was driving around looking for Sam's car.
Steve's doing what dads do. He's checking himself. He's looking at hotels, hanging around ATMs for hours, and then suddenly a break. He gets an alert from his bank that that ATM card is being used right now at a local pizza parlor.
So I went to the pizza place, checked around looking for Sam's car. Sat there for an hour.
At the same time, Costa Mesa police are also monitoring the bank account. They also have access to the surveillance cameras.
We have a complete unknown withdrawing money using Sam's ATM card.
Didn't know if this was the individual in the black hat.
Maybe this is a lot more complicated than it appeared at the scene.